Hello, CrankItUp. We're here with Mario and Joe from Gojira. You are about to release a new album. I don't really know how to pronounce it because it's in French. Could you maybe help me with that?
The name of the album is L'Enfant Sauvage. It's hard to tell in English.
What does it mean?
It means the wild child,
Okay.
or the feral child, to be more precise, because wild child could be like a child out of control, but l'enfant sauvage is really the child that grew up in the nature without education or human influence. So the pure nature of the human, just surrounded by nature.
Could you tell us a little bit about the album?
I don't know. It's Gojira. It's what we do since 15 years now, and always trying to reinvent ourselves. But at the end of the day, it's always the same sound and the same energy, the same heart. So we're evolving, and it's always a new step, a new album. But it's hard for us to analyze it. We just do it. We just express ourselves and record and produce, and then other people analyze it. It's really hard for us to analyze it and to tell more about this. But what we can say is that we're happy with this album. Really happy, yeah.
You guys are one of the few French metal bands that are out there, so to say. How does it feel to be one of the biggest ones?
How do you feel about this?
No, I mean, yeah, it's great to maybe to take the flag of a French band, but in the same time, it's we know there is a lot of good bands, and it's hard to realize that we are the only French band who know international career, but. Yeah, we are proud of it. If we can open some doors for the other band, it's very positive for us, and we don't think about it.
We don't know what the situation is exactly, but of course we know we are one of the first French bands to make it outside of France, and it's cool. But so at the same time, when you're like trying to make something and try to raise the bar and do your best constantly, you always look at the next step. What is the next step? And we barely look back and say, hey, you see what we did. Sometimes we should do that, and it would make us feel better and more relaxed, but we most of the time look at the horizon and try to go more far, and there's a lot to do still.
Well, you recently been signed to Roadrunner Records. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
How did that happen, really?
Roadrunner was watching us since a couple of years, and we were on Listenable Records for years. But now that Listenable ended the contract, it was time to find a new deal, and we have received some very good offers from other record companies. But Roadrunner was the one that would make more sense for Gojira, since they're so dedicated and following us since years, and it's good for us. It's to see someone, to have someone in front, someone that you can talk to, someone that cares about it. And people in Roadrunner in general are very dedicated. It's a big label. They're very well organized, and they have the push for Gojira today. That's what we need now. We need a big push, good promotion, and good distribution.
We had some proposition of other label, but they weren't such precise. Roadrunner were focusing on the artistic point of view, and we were almost surprised. Wow, they really like the music.
A lot of people have been worried that you guys signing to Roadrunner is going to somehow ruin your sound or something like that.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
There's a lot of fantasy around record companies and the impact on the bands and stuff, and producers as well. For a band that's been around for 15 years, doing its own thing, you don't allow anyone to change like a note. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's impossible. It's
we are
out of question.
We are old.
Yeah, and it was, of course, and I mean, I understand, you know, that fans worry because they have something they like and they want to follow the episodes and they don't want where's it going? You know, they don't want to lose that. They have like it belongs to them also. Our music belongs to our fans also. We're not a pop band. We're not gonna sell like millions of records. We're not gonna make it on MTV at 8 p.m. You know, it's metal. It's extreme, and we're far away from making like hit songs and stuff like that. If it works better, if people understand it better, it's also because we're more mature than before. But it's nothing to see with the label. That's a very important thing for us.
Yeah. You're very environmental. Tell us a little bit about that, because I think a lot of people like to know why you're so keen to protect the planet.
That's a big word, really, because we're doing music and poetry. Like, I say poetry because if you take a song, it's like a poem. It's not even a text. It's not a book. It's not a clear statement. It's just words put together to create a vibe. So it's very tricky to say that a band is doing politics, for example, or stuff like that, and it's just common sense that we live on a small planet and we should just pay attention to what we do and protect it. It's part of our themes and topics, but it's not a flag that we raise like we're green warriors or environmentalists. And medias tend to put this label on us because they don't know who the fuck are these guys. What are they saying? What are they talking about? They're not praising Christ or Satan, or they don't talk about cars on fire. So they must be environmentalists. Yeah. I'm not blaming you. We've been called like that for so many years that now it's almost like an official stamp on us. But I like to remind that wait a second, it's a little more complex than that. And everybody hates labels, especially bands. No, we don't have, so maybe we should come up with something. But I would say that the main topic of the songs is the spirit, really, the human spirit.
So on a more serious note, what do you guys think about Swedish meatballs?
It's strange, man. It's.
I love it.
You like it? Okay. Maybe I didn't eat the right ones.
Breakfast are very cool here.
Yeah.
This morning at the hotel we had.
We had a blast. The bread was so good and.
Breakfast in France, it's a small coffee with a croissant, and you have the belly. So in Sweden you have cheese, you have ham, good bread, meatballs, yogurt. You have
and fresh products from the sea and shrimps and stuff like that. It's always fresh. Yeah.
Well, other than the food, how do you like Sweden so far?
We need to come more to play more here. We didn't really play enough. We played more in Norway than in Sweden, for example. That's no good. We need to fix that. We need to come more, for sure.
No, but in general, we feel attracted by the north of Europe, Sweden, and I love the architecture, the light. It's a little different than in France, and people, and there is something quiet here. When you go to the airport, for example, it's quiet. And for example, if you go in Spain, it's not the same level of it's. I mean, I love Spain too, but I love the quiet aspect of Sweden. Yeah. And people are very nice. All the people we met.
Yeah.
You were playing with In Flames a couple of years back here in Sweden.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, you haven't been here since.
Yeah.
I always think that we came, but
what's happening?
Yeah, I don't know. It's incredible, right?
But you're playing Metal Town this summer.
Yes.
In Gothenburg.
Yeah, finally.
Excited?
Man.
But
of
we
course.
always hope to have some show booked in Sweden. All the time I watch no show in Sweden. So.
But we did some festivals, no?
No, never.
Really?
We played 2 times in Sweden.
No, but
Only
2 times in Gothenburg and 2 times in
and
Stockholm.
no, 1 and 1.
No, In Flames was 2 times in Gothenburg, I think. No?
Ah, oui.
2 shows. Okay,
Ah,
we
oui,
played
two
3
shows.
times.
Yeah, 3 times.
Lamb of God is also playing with you
Yep.
in Metal Town. So you're
Yes.
gonna do a little thing on the stage, maybe.
We'll
Because I know you did a song with Randy on The Way of All Flesh.
Yeah, but you know, it's sometimes it's not enough that the singer is around. Sometimes they have to leave early or they arrive too late. We don't get the chance to rehearse. You know, it's hard to jump on stage and play a song that you never rehearsed really. You know, it's very challenging. Some bands do that, and we don't do that so easily. We're very
But
we like to do our
just
homework.
the schedule. Sometimes it's
Yeah,
just
the
the
schedule,
planning.
yeah.
The schedule of the day is just not the same. You know.
Yeah.
So it's,
It's very hard actually, and sometimes people don't get that. They think we know the songs, you know.
Yeah.
But in fact, the reality is we need to practice the songs and to relearn the lyrics, and it's a lot of work. So we'll see. Okay.
Yeah, I've actually
cannot
heard
promise.
you guys are perfectionists.
Yes. Also
There's
on
a
top
rumor
of that,
going around, yes.
a little too much. A little too much.
Oh yeah, the Sea Shepard EP. What happened with that?
What happened with that? Yeah, that's a good question. We talked about this too early. That's what happened. Because we didn't finish it on time before the album. We had a hard drive crash. We had a lot of technical problem. But it's almost done. Actually, we just need to re-record some stuff, and we need to add some vocals and we're gonna release it.
I think it's very interesting that you were working with Devin Townsend and Fredrik Tordendahl.
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of people were very excited about that. So how
Yeah.
come you worked with those guys?
We feel close to these guys artistically, and they inspire us since we started. I mean, they're amazing artists, and for us it was we contacted them with a lot of respect and not expecting anything from them, and they answered right away, like positively. You know, of course, wow, it's an honor for me to work with you guys, and we're like, wow, okay, so it's a perfect world, you know. So since then we know each other a little more, and we'd like to tour together and stuff like that. And
Hi guys, this is Gojira.
you're watching Crank It Up.